the Museum of Flight has been educating and capturing imagination since 1965. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the museum has had to shut its doors to the public, cutting off a vital source of funds for the organization. GiveBIG Washington is a fundraising event benefiting local nonprofits, including the Museum of Flight. Wednesday, May 6th at 12 p.m., join the Virtual Air Traffic Simulation Network as we take to the skies in a virtual fly-in at the home of the Museum of Flight, Boeing Field, all live on Twitch TV.
You ready to get this thing on the road? Well, look, I've kept it mostly straight and the blue side's up, and that's what you told me to do, right?
Yeah, blue side up, brown side down, doing great.
Don't miss the special guests, interviews, and even live aviation trivia. Virtual pilots from all over the world will be hopping into their simulators to join us. Our goal, to raise $5,000 to help the Museum of Flight fund its programs and weather the turbulence. Head to givebig.org/MOF-flyin at noon on Wednesday, May 6th, and throughout the day to join in the fun. See you in the sky.
I'm just letting the plane tell me what it wants to do, and what it wants to do apparently is go in every direction at the exact same time. All right, welcome to the show, everybody. Right, well, it's nice.
Good to be here.
Good to have you. Look what we have for you today.
Is that the Queen?
Yes, sir.
The Queen.
What an aircraft.
And my favorite livery.
Yes, I see you're a fan of this. So good for you. And let's say hi to a brand new friend of ours. Matt Barrup is here with us tonight. He's been a good friend of mine for a long time. He asked what he could do to help our efforts for the big event on Wednesday, so wanted to get him involved and on the show. So he should be here with us in the channel. Welcome, Matt.
Oh, yeah, hopefully you can hear. Also have Liz with me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We can indeed. Hi, Matt. Hi, Liz.
Okay.
Been a long time. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, likewise.
Well, you've probably gotten a sense for what we're actually trying to do here. On Wednesday, noon to 4, actually really noon to 6, because we've got a special trivia event happening at 4 until 6. We've got a big virtual fly-in. We've got a great organization, VATSIM, with their pilots here in the Seattle area. They're going to do a big fly-in here in the Boeing field area. And over the next couple of days, actually for the last week, we've been doing workups every day in different aircraft, learning to fly, working out some of the bugs, and so on and so forth. So, Matt, we've got you in the Discord channel where we can work out some of the details. But since you're here tonight, wanted to walk you through kind of just a workup and get a feel for what it's like to be up here and kind of work on the event. So,
Awesome, thanks.
yeah, you betcha. Glad to have you both aboard. Well, let's talk a little bit about tonight's route and what we're going to be doing here. So let me go ahead and press the button and show you ForeFlight real quick. I'm also going to have to make a quick change to Zoom to get rid of the participants list. Goodness gracious. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and freeze the camera real quick. Performance mode. All right. So looking at ForeFlight today, weather not as bad as yesterday. Very scattered clouds, not a whole lot going on. Weather, precipitation, or cloud cover wise, METAR looks like. Let's see, VRB variable 04 knots. Okay, broken at 7,000. Yeah. Not really a big deal weather-wise today. We can just do as we please. So my suggestion is that we do a modified version of what we did yesterday. We We take the Queen out southbound on 14 right, and then we head for the ocean. So we're going to go to Ules down here near Shelton, north to Erie near Port Angeles, Water, Jawbone, and then make for KBFI again. Last time it took us a little bit longer than we expected, so this time I've shortened the travel time so that we can kind of work through all the things that we have to work through. Should take only about 25 minutes in flight. So if you just add on the fudge factor, that'll be about 40 minutes, and there and with takeoff and prep procedures, there we are at a full hour. So we should be on the ground about 2000. Alec, what do you think?
Yep, I like that plan. So it's probably in the interest of time, keeping checklist usage, keeping it trim in this instance. We're trying to keep this under an hour. This isn't the PMDG model, is it? This is a different one.
Is the PMDG model like is it the fancy model? Is that the way to say it?
Yeah, it's like the everything on it works.
Let's assume not.
Okay. That works.
You know that's just the way I have. That's just the way I say it.
I can help you around the cockpit a bit just from general Boeing cockpit logic.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Systems wise.
Wow,
I guess we'll see.
Oh, my sim crashed.
Oh.
It crashed like whoa.
Oof. All right.
Ouch. All right, maybe the 747 isn't going to work. So, hang on a second while I while I restart the sim. Oh. That was painful. Oh, that was super painful.
Just to clarify, so were you sharing some kind of document or something there that we didn't see, or?
Well, now that you mention it, what you might not be doing is you might not be tuned into our live stream, which will be, and I'm going to go ahead and just put it in the chat here at Zoom.
Is that the Discord one he was talking about?
I don't know.
Girls, you keep flying. I'll put it in the chat.
Got it. So here's what I'm thinking. Something's wrong with the 747. I'll buy a new one. In the meantime, let's fly the Mad Dog again. Sound good?
Mad Dog.
Mad Dog!
Let's do it.
All right. Total internal fuel weight, 90359 pounds. I'm going to set this so that we got 2 hours of cruise time. Last time it was just a little bit light on cruise time. So Matt, Liz, there's a link in the chat there. Grab that, throw that in a web browser, and you should be able to see what we see.
Yeah, we opened it up. Oh, now we're getting twice. Sorry.
Oh,
Be sure to mute
turn off the
be
sound.
sure to mute the live stream. All right. Well, then I'm really glad the fact that we, number one, tested this. Number two, that we have a short flight because we're going to use every second of that slop time to. We're going to burn all of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Seriously, just loading X-Plane takes a little while. So while we're doing that, well, I'm not going to show everybody the trailer video again. That's ridiculous. Well, I don't know what's up with the 747. We may have to tell Randy that we're going to fly the MD-82 or something like that. Maybe the 737. We can do something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with that. Basically, I hit the battery, I hit the alternator, and I think it basically started firing up the electronics, and it just died.
Yeah, it sounds like some code isn't working, isn't cooperating.
It's weird because it's like that's like bundled into X-Plane 11. So, dun, dun, dun.
That's a bit strange.
It is. All right. Well, I can tell you this: we're loading up, and we're gonna get there.
Yes.
In the meantime, let's see. Last time we flew this route, we flew it a little bit differently. I think we actually went a little bit further south. I really enjoyed going out to Willapa Bay. I thought that was pretty cool. We held an altitude of 15,000. That was sort of as high as we decided to go. We could push it a little bit more if we wanted to go to 20,000 this time. We could, or anything like that. All right.
That could work. I will add on real quickly. I am gonna call you on your speed a bit more, especially below 10, because I know the controllers can be real ornery about that.
Would you please? That would help me a great deal. Thank you very much. Also, I'm going to start looking at my IAS and not my Mach number. That helped a lot as well. Okay. Batteries on. All right. Everything's looking live. Avionics fuel pump. And we need the APU active, right? That's what you need.
Yep, you're going to want the APU. I'm not sure if you'll be able to do a dark star on the APU. You may need to turn on some battery masters, maybe. I don't know all of the particulars of the Mad Dog.
I got the battery good. We're good. Dude, look at that.
You got it?
Yay, APU power is available.
Yay.
Ah, nice. Yeah. Now I've got I control the horizontal. I control the vertical. That probably won't do anything. What am I talking? What am I doing? Here, this is what you do. You just go over here and you go flight, set engines to running.
Yeah, but I would expect the Mad Dog engine start procedure to be a little bit complex. If it's complex on the 7.3, it's for sure going to be that case on.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure of it. And you know, to a certain extent, I mean, I wish we could spend all the time on it. I do, because I actually do like running through checklists. It's nice. I love the fact that you can click these buttons and all these things. And time being time.
Yeah.
So what did you think that the climb was on this thing? Like, if I set it to 2,000, is that reasonable?
2,000 on the altitude or the vertical speed?
Vertical speed, 2,000.
It's very reasonable. What might serve you better is, can you look at the autopilot panel real quick for me? I just want to see what the options are.
This guy?
Yeah. God, this thing's so old.
Okay, all right.
Can you look at the altitude and kind of put the altitude portion in the center of the screen?
Kind of hereish.
Let's see, we'll just wait for the stream to catch up. There we go. Okay. All right, okay. All right, so what I think you can do is bug a speed that you want to maintain. So below 10,000 feet, you can bug 250 knots.
Right.
And then dial in the altitude that you want. And then press IAS Mach next to the altitude. And then the airplane should fly the target speed at maximum power, and you'll get a really good vertical rate of climb. That's going to be your most efficient way in terms of automation usage to get up to your cruising altitude.
That works for me. I like it.
So we'll give that a shot once we get airborne and
Sounds
see
good.
how that works.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my speed brakes in. because we've been down that road before. All right, let's get rolling.
And Chelsea, are you still on the call?
Yep, I'm here. I was going to ask you guys, are you doing any ATC tonight?
No, not tonight. I dialed into an event today. VATSIM Pacific had stacked in the Seattle TRACON event from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock today. I dialed in for about half an hour and listened to him. Johnny was on Seattle Approach.
Damn, I should have logged in.
Very nice.
Chelsea, Ginger's wondering how big the card should be. If you have any particular requirements there.
Let me look at that real quick. I think I have a ton of A2 envelopes, but let me go make sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Flaps down one tick. Let me go ahead and kill 4-flight here so we could see you. Like that.
Alec, A2 size cards. Those are going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch cards. I'll put an ASIN in the chat for you.
Approaching runway 14 right.
4 1/4 by 5 1/2.
Entered runway 14 right.
So it could
9,800
theoretically
feet
be
remaining.
8.5 by 11. Okay, so just the normal page.
Now let me take a look here. I want to index. I want to index on something. What's going to represent center line for me? Is it a little windshield bug up there or what?
What are you looking at?
Well, what I want to do is I want to make sure that I know what center is going to be, right? So you see how if I'm in external view, the aircraft is clearly not lined up with center line, though it looks like it is if I'm looking through the windscreen. And so clearly I need to line up the center line with something else on my windscreen. And I'm thinking, it's this stupid little paper clip right up here. That seems like it's probably a decent thing to line up.
The thing that I was taught, at least this is in the Embraer, and like a lot of the cockpits are pretty standard width in terms of spacing between the seats. Put the runway center line and a taxiway center line should hit your right knee if you're in the left seat.
Oof. Well,
so in your case,
it doesn't work that way in a simulator. I'll just tell you that. It's probably because the field of view isn't what a human being's would be.
Well, I mean, I can see up front. I can tell that you're to the right. I would say draw that extended center line so that it draws through probably your altimeter. By extension, your kind of like stall warning light.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Well, if it's all the same to you, if I'm looking right here, even though I'm not lined up center line, I'm just a little bit, my nose is pointed just a little bit to the left. I'm going to just point it, or a little bit to the right. I'm just going to point it just a tad bit to the left and just go with what I've got here.
Whatever you want to do, man.
There we go. I think that's going to have to be it.
Onwards to Rainier.
Onwards to Rainier. Let's see.
Just to give you guys a time check, it's 7:20, so you may want to consider narrowing your flight plan even a little bit more.
Yeah, 0:26, so 26 minutes at max cruise. I think we can do it. Ready?
Ready.
Thank you, Chelsea. Let's get to work. 140. Rotate. Gear up. Flaps up. And we're at 240. It's keep it under 250, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, keep the pitch at, or I'm sorry, the altitude, or the airspeed at 250 knots.
Keep going, you'll get it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and activate AP and auto throttle. Okay. Let's see. Vertical speed, 2,000. Target altitude, flight level 200.
And out of curiosity, try pressing the IAS Mach thing next to the altitude.
What this? Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
Autopilot. Select actual IAS. I think what that does is it pegs your autopilot to whatever you're currently traveling. Yep, that's what it did.
Interesting. And then you can spin the knob to get to the speed that you'd like to maintain.
Yeah, I've got physical control that does that. Ooh, I'm making it move without touching anything. Wow.
Cool. So now your plane's flying for target airspeed, and your vertical speed's oddly enough still exactly 2,000 feet per minute.
Well, what do you mean oddly enough?
I was just expecting it to be more than that, I guess.
Well, but I've got the auto throttle on, and I've got the vertical speed already set. Everything's the autopilot's rolling. So.
Oh, I know. What's your thrust set at? Is it like a constant? I don't know if you have EPRs or N1 here, but.
Oh yeah, N1 is on this guy here, so 74, 76. Again, auto throttle is trying to hold 250. So.
Okay, I guess I just don't understand the automation of the Mad Dog.
Well, you know, it wouldn't surprise me too much. It wouldn't surprise me too much if I was kind of doing something I shouldn't be doing with, because I've got autopilot controls here in my physical controls, and maybe I'm operating it in a way that I shouldn't be doing, and it's kind of overriding some of the systems, but that's the thing, you can't really see the physical controls that I'm using. I'm using I'm using the SciTech panels, and it lets me dial in altitude, VS, IAS, heading, and course on my autopilot without touching anything in the cockpit up here. Still doing good. Still keeping it at 250. Coming around. Go on a 3.
The dinosaur killer.
You're just laughing at the smoke, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, I admit it's a bit much, but
it just looks like it's being chased by like a Dementor or something. Super thick smoke. That's too funny.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Flying right along. 250 knots. Yeah, so
Sorry, I'm just dialing this bullshit in right now.
oh yeah, you're good. It's kind of interesting because in both the Embraer and the Airbus, which are admittedly newer airplanes, there's an automation mode that allows the aircraft to basically set maximum thrust and pitch to control the speed.
Okay.
Which is great if you just want to go max power and get up to altitude quickly.
Oh, I see.
So I thought that by pressing IAS Mach by the altitude, you would be able to like tell it to set maximum power and pitch for the speed that you like, but that doesn't seem to be the
No,
case.
I don't think so. I feel like I've seen it on. So I saw it on the Concorde. There was a button that was basically max climb.
Mm.
And if you hit that guy, then it's going to optimize max climb and hold the speed. But I'm looking at this and I'm going, all the components are here: vertical speed, altitude hold, IAS Mach, right? Speed select, Mach select. But I just don't feel like there's anything here that's like climb as fast as you can and hold your speed. There doesn't appear to be like a gourmet mode that does that.
Yeah.
Well, what a rip. What are we paying for anyway?
Paying for an authentic flight experience.
Boy, are we getting it.
Oh yeah.
Do you think
So
I
does
can,
this give you?
do you
Oh,
think
sorry,
I can
go ahead.
actually open this door?
The window? Oh, the
No,
cockpit
no.
door.
No, the door.
No, try it.
Okay. Woo! I should not be allowed to do that.
Wait. Oh, they modeled the whole cabin.
Yeah,
That's
they did.
sweet.
They did. Let me see if I can actually go sit back there. Hang on a second.
I did this with the PMDG 7.3 back in the day, where I could like pan the camera back and sit as a passenger.
Oh yeah. Hang on a second.
Too good.
Let me see. Browse community files. Oh, was this a mistake? Oh my god, am I going to crash my aircraft? Please don't do this to me.
So we're learning Charles can't leave the cockpit.
I shouldn't. Should I?
No bathroom breaks for you.
Oh, man. Okay.
There you go.
Now let me see. Is there a... I just want to see if there's maybe a... Can I like... I hate this control panel. It's the worst. What does any of this mean? Pilot view, FMC, pedestal, upper panel. Well, that was nice.
Like I know in FSX there's a way to like scroll your camera view back.
I got something here. Hang on. Cockpit, cabin. Aha! Ha ha!
Oh, look at you.
All right. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a second. Somebody should probably be flying.
That's cool.
We're doing fine. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
I like that.
I know. So do I. Can I get some more peanuts?
I need some Cheez-Its.
No, you may not have more peanuts. Get your butt back to the
Stop.
cockpit.
Oh, jeez. All right. She's right though. Whoops.
That is a dangerous game.
Missed out a bond.
Mr. Bond.
Missed out a bond.
The flight
Play a
attendant
dangerous
says get
game.
back to the cockpit.
Wow.
You think you can fly my plane? Now why?
Climbing through transition altitude.
Climbing through transition altitude, it says.
Oh yeah, and you're well. If you're flying through 18,000 feet, that'll. Was it an oral enunciation that you heard?
For flight. It was for flight.
Yeah, you're climbing through 18,000 feet. At this point, if you're above 18,000 feet, altimeter should be set to standard or 2992.
Got it.
And then as you drop down below 18,000 feet, you'll need to set them back to the local altimeter setting.
Got it. I'm on it, boss.
Aren't they beautiful plane you're flying there?
Do you expect me to fly, Goldfinger?
No, Mr. Bond.
I did not expect to fly. I expected to die.
I thought you said fly. They rhyme, so it's very confusing.
It's my accent. It's a common problem. No harm, no foul. The AP's not really being responsive at this point, and I don't know why.
Not responsive?
Yeah, I'm not getting. Like, for instance, it didn't abide my altimeter selection of 20,000. Let's see if it does now.
Is autopilot on?
Well, that again, based on my controls, yes, it's supposed to be, and also, yeah, right there, AP on, yeah.
Also, it looks like the auto throttle switch is in the off position.
Well,
Or was that intentional?
no, it wasn't intentional. Hang on a second. Wow, I'm hearing a lot of stuff I shouldn't be hearing.
Are there alarms going off?
No, we're fine.
Oh, okay.
I think we can speed up a little bit, can't we?
Yeah, above 10, you can speed it up.
You can do whatever the hell you want.
It's like your VMO is about
Still have to deal with
340.
physics.
What's that?
Still have to deal with physics.
Oh, we'll deal with
Sorry to be a
physics.
killjoy on that.
Oh, we'll deal with physics. That's all right. All right. Looking good, feeling good. I will say I do love that chrome paint job.
I was just about to bring that up. It is a good-looking livery.
It is. It's it's a baller move.
Oh, I miss it.
I know, man. I know. Anybody else waiting for us in the old room? No. I was just checking.
Nope. We're the only 4 on right now.
Matt and Liz, how are you doing?
Gotta
Okay,
switch-
sorry, we were muted.
Gotta switch tabs on me.
Yeah,
They're
we're doing good.
they're into the free cocktails back there. Hey, good to hear from you.
How did you know?
I'm just here for the donuts.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah. Matt's in first class right now. Already working on the whiskey.
well, I mean, based on what I'm seeing, there's plenty of room for everybody. Take any seat you want. I should probably close this door. I don't want you guys coming back here and bugging me. Can I get those junior wings? Piss off.
I need more leg room.
I mean, like I could do anything about that.
Oh, it's even got the
I'm like
mirror.
trying to find my.
I need more leg room. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm trying to do heading, and man, the AP doesn't want to deal with that right now. So that heading's manual.
Yeah, the Mad Dog's really bizarre because they mounted the compass at the back of the cockpit, then they mounted a mirror on the glare shield, so you look in the mirror to look at the compass.
Is that? Where is the compass actually then?
I don't know for sure, but it's behind you somewhere
You don't know.
around your eye level.
You don't know for sure. That's freaking me the hell out.
I'm not typed on this aircraft, man.
I know.
I'm gonna do a search for this actually. MD80 compass.
Dude. I don't know what I'm going to do, man. We don't have a 747 to fly Randy around in. I'm going to have to find another one on the internet or something.
Right.
Truth be told, this is probably a bit of a steep angle to be doing this at.
Is your bank at 45 degrees? Yeah.
No.
Definitely jerking it around a little bit.
I'm just saying, don't use the bathroom right now. Man, what the hell?
Where is the compass?
I love that's what you're asking.
Okay, the compass should be... let's see. My God, there's multiple mirrors. So I believe the compass should be above and behind the FO seat.
There it is. There it is. It's in a recessed little corner. Can you see it?
Oh God, there it is.
And the mirror is pointed at that. Why? Why? What is...
So actually, I don't think it's even pointed at that necessarily. From this diagram I'm seeing, the compass, there's... Oh, I see. Okay, so the compass is displayed onto a mirror in that little compartment, which is what the mirror on the glare shield's actually pointed at. So you're seeing a mirror image of a mirror image when you look at that mirror on the glare shield.
This is the worst thing I've ever heard. Why? Does this have anything to do with like the compass turning quote unquote the wrong way when you turn? Like that's like the magnetic like manual compasses always have a feeling like they turn the wrong way versus the other instruments you have. You know what? I'm making stuff up now. I'm just talking about my personal pet peeves.
Actually, well, no, you're not wrong. Actually, there is such a thing. God, this is going back deep into my IFR days, but it's
vindicated.
To my instrument training days, but it's when you're turning to a southerly heading, you want to overshoot your heading initially because the compass has a delayed swing.
Yeah.
Or
well, yeah.
The acronym is UNOS. It's undershoot north, overshoot south, accelerate north, decelerate south.
That's incredible.
So if
seriously?
You're on, the compass is terrible. If you're flying north,
tell it like it is.
If you're flying north and you accelerate, the compass is gonna... Oh man, this is killing me. Okay. Also, we're at 740 right now, just as a time hack.
Got it. Let me see what we have left. "13 minutes total time to KBFI at this point." I don't know if I believe that. That feels optimistic. Tell you what I'm going to do. I don't see any reason why we couldn't basically just turn, let's call it 060 degrees.
Yeah, fly easterly.
And then pick up the KBFI localizer.
Yeah, I don't know your precise location now based off the info I've got here, but if you wanted to start a descent down to probably 8,000, you could do that now.
Okay. Well, if you take a look now, I should have 4 flight up now, so you can take a look. And
Oh,
see.
there it is. Yeah. It's a little bit tricky without terrain, but it looks like you should be able to start down to 10, if not down to 8, and just keep an eye on your speed approaching 10. Ooh, you drew yourself. Nice. Okay, not that it matters, but acceleration of your aircraft gives a turn to the north, and a deceleration causes a turn to the south in the northern hemisphere in the aircraft.
Did you just say that if I decelerate, I turn to the south without turning?
No, your magnetic compass is going to indicate a slight turn to the south.
If I decelerate.
If you decelerate, yeah.
I think I want to just try this and see, because that sounds fascinating.
I'd be very surprised if they actually modeled it.
Here we go. Oh, fine. I guess not.
We couldn't see it anyway because of 4 flight.
Oh, damn. Damn it. I don't think so. All right. Well, let's see. What speed we want to keep? We want to keep 250 IAS because we're going to be going lower. We're going to go to 10,000. And altimeter 10,000. And VS minus, what do you want to do? Minus 1,500? Or can we do minus 2,000? Seems a lot.
Could probably do minus 2,000. Just might need a little bit of boards, but that should be doable.
Okay.
I'm not sure how slippery the MD-80 is.
Well, while we do this, we're going to go ahead and take a turn. We're going to head right, and we're going to go for 060 and pick up the localizer.
See 110.9, 135. We got it all pre-selected. Very good.
110.9, yep.
Transition altitude. Nearest altimeter. 30. Sync rate. Sync rate.
This thing is giving me a bunch of grief about sync rate. No, we're good. We're on minus 2,000. It's just wavering a little bit, trying to hold on to it. I think I need the boards a bit. Boop. There we go. Keep it under 250. Keep that noise down. Okay. 020 and continuing to turn. Oh my god, I can't believe that now I have to turn like 120. We have gone so far in 4 minutes, I can't even believe it.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Yeah, jets are definitely pretty quick.
Oh, that's pretty.
You're not going to want to go back to the little GA aircraft. After.
As soon as I see the price tag on anything with the turbine engine, I will. I promise you. I don't know what the deal was. Once again, I am having all the trouble in the world getting the autopilot to establish. Still keeping it at 250. Now turning through 60 degrees. Okay, I think vertical speed is still good. Speed is at 245. Coming down below 12,000.
God, I'm still reading about all of the compass errors. I forgot how much there is on these things.
I feel like you're going to enter like a Lovecraftian world if you do that. Like you're going to start like disbelieving in science, and like there'll be all the eldritch gods of compass, and your brain will melt.
Why do you make the compasses? Why the magnetic fields of flux?
Cthulhu Fatagan. Oh, I'm losing my turn here. And as we head to 10,000, we're now going to go ahead and slow the pitch down. Let's put the boards back in. Auto throttle to 250. One, 2, 0. All right, I think that's where we want to be at this point. Fields of flux.
Lines of flux, magnetic fields. Mandrake. Why?
Mandrake. Well, Jack, you know, not cricket, Jack. Yeah.
Too good.
Yep. You and I have seen a lot of the same movies, I think, Alec.
I think we have.
Like,
I'm recognizing most of your references.
I'm thinking a lot about like if we were actually up in a plane, we would just be finishing each other's sentences a lot.
I only speak in references and memes, so it's fine.
Great. Great. I think we can communicate in that.
Where are you?
Gilbert and Sullivan quotes.
Oh my goodness, absolutely. Well, we're over the Olympics. I basically need to head left until I establish on the localizer, but I don't actually have the localizer. I have loc fail is what I have here in my. I assume that's because I'm too far away.
You're either too far away or too far off the course, and the receiver isn't picking up what the antenna's laying down. So.
Well, I assume I'm going to have to turn. Well, hang on a second. Just a second. Course is what? 135?
Course is 135. Yes.
Okay. Well, then I'll do direct to KBFI at this point. Heading is 120 magnetic, which means I need to turn left. I need to turn past 120 magnetic so that I can actually get on a real course here. Yeah, that's right, because if it tells me direct course to KBFI is 120 magnetic, but the runway is at 135, then I need to turn shallower than 120.
Yeah. Can you pull up for flight?
Oh, sure.
So I can just have a peek, maybe give you some pointers.
Sure. So see what I'm looking at here. So I went ahead and I'm going to go ahead and do this. This is kind of.
Oh, I see where you are.
This is kind of dumb. I'm going to hit edit, clear all. I'm going to do KBFI, direct to KBFI. Navlog, so course tells me 120 magnetic, 34 nautical miles to KBFI. Now, if the runway is at 135 and it's telling me direct course is 120, then I need to go this way so that my course ends up looking more like that.
Yeah, basically right now you're still right of the localizer.
Oh, I got my localizer's on. I actually have the widgets.
Oh, excellent. And you're how far out are you? Miles-wise?
34 nautical miles, 6 minutes.
You're at 10,000 feet.
Time to come down, I would think.
Yeah, I'd start slowly making your way down. In fact, if you flew 3 degrees, you don't have any way to determine what 3 degrees is though in this machine. Though I feel like. Shoot. Yeah, I guess start making your way down about 2,000 feet per minute or so would be good. And let's see, altitude of the first portion of the approach is at above 2,200 to cross Isogi.
Why don't I just set it to 6,000?
6,000 could be good to start. Yeah.
Now the localizer is telling me all kinds of BS, like now I have to turn left? No.
It's telling you that you're to the right of course still, so you're still coming into the course, but you're almost on it. It'll slowly start to bring its way back into the center.
Copy that. I'll keep my eye on it. I'd like to be able to lay a course line. That'd be nice. I just did another direct to, and now course is 128. That's a cheap way of doing what I'm trying to do, but basically I just keep hitting direct to until it turns into 135.
Is there an OBS mode in ForeFlight?
You know, I don't know. It's a really good question, actually.
Omni-bearing selector?
You know, you feel like there ought to be, but it might be that they don't let you do that because they don't want to. They kind of can't claim it or something. Balls. No, I don't have. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna do one more direct to and just see. God, it's just the cheapest thing to do. 132 magnetic. I'm gonna go ahead and start my turn then. As a matter of fact, I think I got visual on the runway. Too fast. Boards have to come out. Yep, we're just passing the localizer. We're on glide slope. Oh, no, you don't auto throttle. Shut up. Oh, and we're in IMC. That's nice. How fun is this? I really wanted to fly the 747 today, but no such luck. So I'm still doing 2,000 a minute, and glide slope's telling me I'm right where I should be. That feels not quite right to me.
It looks right out the window.
You think so? I feel like I'm going too steep. I feel like I'm descending too fast.
Your vertical speed's increased because your ground speed is increased because you're going fast.
Oh.
So as you bring the speed back, you'll find that your rate of descent is going to be reduced for the same angle of a descent down.
Okay, so if we reduce the speed, and I assume that we want to do that, I don't know what our flap speeds are.
There might be on a. Oh, look over to the left of your panel there. Limit speeds, slat extended, mid full, flap down. There's a placard to the left of your clock.
Where the hell is my clock?
It's to the left of your airspeed indicator.
Oh. Oh yeah, I see. Flap down, 200. Oh, we're fine. We can put flaps down now. Put that knife switch in a little bit. Gear down at 300, so let's put gear down now. We're on course. Glide slope is wrong. Is that telling me I'm below glide slope?
Hang on. Yes, you're just under 2 dots below glide slope, so you want to reduce your descent rate to get back on it. I'm really curious what the scale is to the left of the attitude indicator.
Fast,
F
fast,
and
slow.
S.
It sure sounds like fast and slow to me.
That's interesting because the Airbus actually has a very similar scale, but it's exclusively used as a backup in case of instrumentation failure.
Seattle, everybody, Seattle. Enjoy.
Oh, beautiful. So beautiful.
Did everybody get a good eyeful? Great, we're landing.
Yeah.
I'm digging the smiley face waypoint.
Is it still on my
That's
four?
great.
It's still on my four
Yeah,
flight
it's
out.
there.
Yep.
All right, well, I'm just going to take that off. Thank you.
Wow, that runway is lit up like a Christmas tree, isn't it?
It is. All right, we're on glide slope on course.
Screaming it.
We're doing
Doing
yeah.
auto land?
You're
2
right.
mile final
We're going
runway
too.
14
We're doing
right.
too damn fast. He said screaming, and he's totally right. That's the wrong thing to do. Stand by. Another notch of flaps. Throttles are like just totally down to the bone. There's nothing going on here. There's traffic again. God.
Get out of the way.
Do you not? Here, I'll turn my landing lights on. Do you not see?
Your speed now.
190.
Woo!
190. 190.
All right, let's see how this goes. Here we go.
Oh, I like when my instructor says, "Let's see how this goes." Bat out of hell.
It's a good thing you have the long runway.
Yeah.
Contact. Brakes. 140. 120. 100.
Hello, museum.
That'll work. Looks like you landed the British way on the left side of the road.
Well, I had to give you something to write me up for because otherwise that was perfect. All right, landing off taxi on. We'll just go hang out at the Museum of Flight.
Let's go do it. 8 o'clock on the dot. This is a time hack.
Ooh, I am proud of me today.
Pretty good.
Like wheel. Excuse me, pardon me. General aviation coming through. Pardon me. GA aircraft. Excuse me. Pardon me. Coming through.
This kind of reminds me of the time when they parked the United 727 at the museum.
You guys got a tie down? Excuse me. Pardon me.
They've been
crunch,
moving
crunch.
They've been that American 727 all around the field. It moved in over the weekend.
Wait, they moved another one onto the field?
United one is in the museum. The old American one is.
There we go. There we go.
It just.
Where did they? Oh, did they move the United one into the air park, or where'd they put it?
Yeah, the United one is the first one.
Okay.
Perfect. Perfect.
Nice.
I can't think of a better place than this. Hey, where's
There's
the...
the BMW.
Oh, here it is. Parking brake. Pull to engage. Bonk. Parking brake set. Oh. Freaking unbelievable, man. Bang on. 8 p.m. I absolutely love it. Good for us.
Nicely done.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Avionics master off. I was about to go mixture full lean, kill the engines. Doesn't mean anything. What does that do? It doesn't do anything. Hang on, I think I could just do this. No. No, I guess not.
Are you trying to turn off the engines?
Yeah.
Try going down to the throttle quadrant.
Okay.
Look for some fuel cutoff switches.
Yeah, they're right here.
Yeah, try those.
Yep, there they are. Oh. Gorgeous.
The smoke has stopped, and the birds are alive.
Yeah.
Birds will survive another day. Oh, your spoilers are up still. Those American spoilers.
I wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be me if I didn't do that, right? Like, God darn it. There we go.
All right.
No sign of the BMW. I think that means we had a good flight tonight.
I think so. Yep, the Beamer cops haven't gotten to you.
That's all right. That's because I put a decoy MD-82 on the other end of the field.
I was gonna say because you blend in so great with all of the GA aircraft there on the ramp.
Let's get ourselves a screenshot. There we go. Smile for the camera. All right. Well, we've got Monday, we've got Tuesday, and then we've got a show. On Monday or Tuesday, we might try flying the Stearman, something totally different, an older airplane, a more classic experience. I think it'll be fun, and we'll see how it goes.
All right.
All right.
Sounds
Thanks
good.
again. Good to have everybody on board tonight, and we'll catch you tomorrow.
All right. We'll see you later.
See ya.